Jessica's back with a full look at your forecast. No storms in Northeast Ohio today, luckily, but I'll tell you what, at that White Cane Walk, I was freezing. It does not feel like June tomorrow.
It does not feel like June tomorrow, and tomorrow morning will not feel like June either. It's going to be a little colder for some areas as we get into tomorrow morning. We do improve from there, though. We mentioned a lot of that wildfire smoke. Here's a look at this. This is kind of where we have some of that smoke mixed in with the atmosphere right now. That doesn't mean it's a situation where all these folks where you see some of those heavier densities can smell out at the ground necessarily, but it's kind of mixed up in the atmosphere. All of that smoke from the wildfires kind of gets released and goes up and distributes through the atmosphere depending on how that atmosphere is flowing. So you can see a lot of that smoke originating again up into Canada. There's a lot of those fires burning up towards Manitoba. So plenty of smoke that's coming down into the U.S. is going to be the case for really the foreseeable future at this point. We are going to watch this very closely. The heaviest smoke is off to our west right now. However, we're going to have our winds changing. We've been lucky so far in that we've had a northerly wind, so it's been bringing in some cleaner air, so to speak, over the Great Lakes. However, as we get into next week and beyond, we are going to shift our winds around. We're going to pick up more of a south and westerly wind at times, so that's going to give us a chance to tap into some more of that smoke. I think really Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have sunshine. It's probably going to be some hazy sunshine for many of us as we get some of that wildfire smoke to kind of filter our way. As we get into the next few days here, we are going to see some cold temperatures for tonight. Patchy frost could be possible, especially for some of our inland areas that tend to run a little bit colder. I don't think it's going to be a widespread problem, but if you're one of those areas that is prone to being a little colder than the rest of us, you might want to be aware of that. Abundant sunshine will be heading our way. We've had our skies kind of clearing this evening. So sunshine's going to be pretty abundant for the next few days, but again, some of that wildfire smoke could kind of make it look not as bright, especially as we get into Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures, though, will definitely be improving quite a bit as we go through the next few days here. Here's a live look through downtown Cleveland. The Guardians have been in town. A nice evening shaping up for baseball. We've got some clearer skies that are trying to work into the picture. Some more peaks of sunshine. Temperatures have still been struggling today. Just 58 degrees right now. We've got that northwesterly wind. It's been a little blustery at times today. Our winds will work on tapering off a little bit as we get into the overnight hours. That means we're going to drop down tonight. So tonight is going to be very chilly for us. We do improve from there as we get especially into those high temperatures. Tomorrow, 60s, still below average, but with some sunshine, that is definitely a step in the right direction. It's going to feel a lot better by tomorrow afternoon. By Monday, we get that sunshine. Again, probably some haziness in the picture with temperatures into the 70s, and we're back into the 80s for the next few days after that. So it's going to be a much warmer start to the month of June, discounting June 1st. A lot of improvement from there. We can see that the cooler air has really been locked in across the Great Lakes, and we've got a lot of those warm temperatures off to the west and south. So we are finally going to tap into some of that warmer air as we go into the next few days and kick a lot of this cool air that's been lingering for our region out off to the east. You can see that northwest flow that's been coming in off of the lakes. Again, cooler air, it's coming in off of the lakes. That's really just kept our temperatures stuck in the 50s for most of us through the day. With a little bit of evening sunshine, we'll see if we can get those temperatures a couple degrees warmer before sunset. General idea has been that we've had a lot of cloud cover for much of the day. We're starting to see that try to break up, and the breakup in the clouds is going to continue to happen as we go through the overnight hours. We've got some clearer skies off to the west. Clouds will be exiting. High pressure is going to set up as we go through the next few days. Again, I don't think frost is going to be a widespread problem for us, but if you're one of those areas that tends to run a little bit colder and has some problems with that, you might want to be aware of that for tonight. After that cold start tomorrow, we do start to improve very quickly. Lots of sunshine for us. Temperatures back into the 60s through the afternoon. We'll still have that northwest wind around. It's just not going to be as strong. We'll pick up that National Designer hour-by-hour forecast Monday morning. Monday's still probably going to be a little bit chilly, but we're going to see a good deal of sunshine as we go through the day. Again, there's a chance we get some of that wildfire smoke into the mix in the atmosphere, so that could give us some really, really pretty kind of orange-red sunrises and sunsets, and also some of that haziness in our skies through the day. Temperatures, though, will still be improving into the 70s as we go through the afternoon. Tuesday, some hazy sunshine possible again, and temperatures getting all the way back into the 80s for your Tuesday. Rest of that Medina Country Club extended forecast, we're going to hold on to those 80s through the middle part of the week. Wednesday, we'll see some increasing clouds. We'll bring back the chance for some showers and storms late Wednesday and into the rest of the work week.